right. She is wearing her blue, not the jersey. Big Leafs fan Kris McCusker joining now with a look at business. Good morning, Kris. You watched the game?
Good morning. I did not.
What?
I went to bed.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Early mornings.
Yeah, and I was kind of behind a little from the night before, so.
Okay, you're catching up because of the fireworks and all that good stuff, right?
Oh, the fireworks.
That's a whole other story.
Oh, yeah, it is a whole other story. It really is.
Okay, so let's start here looking at the markets, but also banks are going to start reporting some earnings too.
Yeah, and we've already heard from BMO, Mel, and pretty much in line with expectations. Second quarter adjusted earnings per share actually beat on expectations. We're talking about $3.13 versus the $2.77 expected, and then up from $1.04 a year ago. Now, the bank also declared a dividend, so that is likely to make investors happy today. We'll be tracking that stock. Now, analysts say coming into this earnings period for the banks, they will be counting on their capital markets divisions to crank out profit growth in this quarter. The 6 largest banks projected to report adjusted earnings more than double from a year ago, and so far the Bank of Montreal is on track with that. Now, having said that, Bay Street starts the day at an all-time high. It's up by about 12% so far this year. A bit of a Tuesday fade for Wall Street yesterday. It's looking to rebound, and we do have futures moving higher, at least so far this morning.
Okay, we've got the latest Elon Musk news. What do you have?
Yeah, now Elon Musk has been speaking quite a bit about Dogecoin, and this is sort of a fringe, I guess we can say, cryptocurrency. It was sort of started as a joke, but he continues to talk it up, and he is now looking for suggestions on how to make it better. He took to Reddit, asking developers to submit ideas for upgrades and improvements. Now, one user suggested maybe changing the Dogecoin fees based on phases of the moon. Musk called that pretty awesome. He also asked why he likes and backs Dogecoin. He says it's because it has dogs and memes. Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, that's why I like things. Okay.
Now, sort of related here, we've got Bitcoin back above $40,000 US, and a new study suggests that explosive moves in the cryptocurrency are adding to volatility on US markets. The research says that Bitcoin is no longer a fringe asset class, and there is a very weak link in some of the movements in Bitcoin and the S&P 500. So very interesting. This cryptocurrency industry, I guess, continues to sort of gain momentum and popularity and interest, and a lot of money moving in. Dogecoin also moving higher so far this morning, Mel.
Kris, finally for you, got about 30 seconds left. Calls for the Tokyo Olympics to be canceled. They continue to grow. Who's the latest voice?
The latest is a Japanese newspaper, which is actually a partner in the Olympic Games. So they are now saying that the Games, less than 2 months away, Mel, should be canceled. By and large, because of coronavirus, it's still an issue in Japan, so much so that the U.S. this week did issue a travel advisory for Americans, which is kind of weird given that Americans need to be going there in about 2 months. 58 days now until the start of the Games. And postponing the Games, by the way, has added to the cost, which is now pegged at $15.4 billion. Public health officials saying maybe they should be canceled as well. The IOC, not hearing any of it. There has been a this is going ahead no matter what tone.
All right, Kris.
Yes.
As always, appreciate your time. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Okay, have a good Wednesday.
Thank you, you too. 6:18, I think, is the time as I squint here. Coming up next, as encampment sites pop up across the city, well, the city is tearing them right back down due to safety concerns. But advocates calling on officials to hold off on the dismantling. We're going to bring you more details in a report coming up next.